Here we are, Tuesday morning. Well, Tuesday afternoon, 1:30. Going up to see my mother at the nursing home. Take the scenic route. You can look and see how much is getting green around here now. Grass is greening up. Bugs are coming out. It's a beautiful day today, 73 degrees. Sunshine, cloudy skies. But it's a nice day. No wind. Got the air conditioner going. I'd rather have my windows down, but it makes too much noise for the video, I think. So everything's getting springtime-ish out. Be cutting the grass here pretty quick. I just told my son to bring down his battery charger. I need to get my riding lawnmower started. I don't think it will start. I didn't try it yet, but it might. By weekend, I'll probably have to cut grass if it doesn't rain. So that's okay. Hard on the back though, but I gotta do it. Can't get nobody else to do it. Anywho, I tried to call my mother now for 2 days. Never get no answer. My brother and his wife have been going nuts down the house, cleaning it out. I went down last Saturday to help out, but clean the garage a little bit. I couldn't do much. And then I had a really bad day Sunday and yesterday with my back. It was just terrible. I couldn't get no relief. Couldn't get no relief no matter what I did. Pain pills didn't work. Aspirin, gabapentin. Nothing seemed to help. It's a little better today, although not much. I wanted to get down to my mother's house and, see what's... Basically, they're throwing everything away. My poor mother saved things, She had a, what do you call them? A cedar chest. Is that what you call them? Things that women like to store their memories in. I think it's a cedar chest. Anyway, she had one of those, and she had it full of memorabilia. I don't know what they did with that. I really don't have any room to put anything. So, I don't know. What did I take? I got a couple knives that were my mother's. Gee, I don't know what else. A couple bird feeders. I want to get down there and get a... There's a bunch of stuff my brother set aside for me. He said he thought it was mine. And I got some wood in the garage and a piece of tin to fix my shed. My son's supposed to come down tonight and help me get that stuff. But he said the same thing Saturday morning. I talked to him. I thought he'd come on the weekend, but he didn't. Anyway, I hope he comes tonight and we can get that stuff. The house is up for sale, $95,000. It's a nice little house, 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms. Nice house, nothing fancy, just a nice old-fashioned house. Nothing needs repair. Well, the siding outside, the siding could probably use new siding and a new carpet in the living room, but other than that, it's move-in livable. Be nice for a nice family with a couple kids. I just hope one of these guys that buys these properties all up and rents them out, I hope they don't buy it and rent it out. I hope a nice family gets in there and enjoys it. I'm gonna miss it. I sit at my desk and look out my window and I can see it. So who knows? We'll wait and see. There's been cars left and right down there. They just put the sign up yesterday for sale. My brother's been down there. He was there pretty much all day yesterday. People were pulling in and out left and right. So I don't know what's going on. You don't tell me nothing. I told my mother I'm like the invisible man. My brother, you don't tell me nothing. Anywho, I just stay out of it. I don't want no arguments, no hard feelings. That happens a lot, you know, when somebody goes into a nursing home or somebody passes away and you get a family feud over who gets what. Seems like even my mother doesn't have any say. So I hope she's in the room. I haven't been able to get a hold of her on the phone for a couple of days. Maybe she's out doing some activities. I know she goes for... They do yoga classes. Chair yoga. They do that. I think they do that every day. And she goes to church. They have a little church there. And she goes to that. There's a squirrel. I didn't see it. He was over there on a log. So, she might have been out of her room. Maybe she was sleeping. I hope I get up there and nobody's there, so I can talk to her. My mother and I are kind of have I don't know. We're pretty close. We talk about everything. No holding back. She tells me what she thinks, and I tell her what I think. There's a spot there with all them daffodils. Don't know if you could see that on the camera, but there was a big pile of them daffodils. Pretty looking. So you can save this video, and then in a couple weeks I'll do another one. You can see how much greener it gets. You could even go back to some of my earlier ones in the winter when it was all brown and yucky looking. Oh, this is a good time of year. Got my window open at home, shut the furnace off, at least for today anyway. Get some fresh air in the house. Stewie likes to sit on the windowsill, look out at the birdies and smell the fresh air. When I get home, I'm gonna grab a coffee and me and Stewie will go out and sit on the back porch. I think it's supposed to be pretty warm for the next few days. Start thinking about gardens. It'll still be a while here in Pennsylvania before we can put in a garden, or at least tomatoes. Usually can't do that until the 1st of June. But now you could do onion sets, which I might go, well, I don't have any money. I was going to say I'd go over Agway and get some onion sets, but I don't think I have any money with me. I'm broke. I get my Social Security check tomorrow morning. Then I'll pay all my bills, and then I'll be broke again. I'm broke now. I'll have money tomorrow morning, and tomorrow night I'll be broke again. I'm sure that's the way it is for lots of you. I know it is. Food pantry coming this Thursday, so I'm gonna go. If nothing comes up, I'm gonna go to the food pantry Thursday, so you can stay tuned Thursday night, and I'll put something up. There's some nice plants growing back there. I don't know what they were. Some kind of a leafy green, light colored green, leafy bush-like. Really pretty. I think I'm gonna plant. I'm gonna put some Jerusalem artichokes in. I'm gonna order them tomorrow because I want something that produces food that comes up every year. You know, that I don't have to tend to, and also something that nobody recognizes as food. Jerusalem artichokes grow these little, kind of like potatoes, you know, and they're edible. And they come up every year by themselves, and they spread like crazy, I guess, but I got a good place for them. And I want to plant onion sets, so I'm going to get them in this week. What else? Just looking at my buckets, soil, and fertilizing, getting them all ready. I'm just going to put in probably 4 or 5 tomato plants and some peppers, hot cherry peppers if I can find them. And that'll probably be about it this year. Maybe some cucumbers, I don't know. I'd like to get cucumbers. I haven't had any luck with cucumbers though. I think they take a lot of water. We just don't get them. I don't know. We'll see when I start planting. Yesterday or Sunday I did get out. Cleaned up one of the swimming pools that I have full of dirt. I cleaned up all the weeds out. I cleaned up some of my buckets that I have soil in, so I just need something to stick in them. Traffic's not too bad right now. That Minimart down in Penfield. When I looked over at first, I thought it was like Saturday or something. There were so many cars in the parking lot of Penfield. Gas was $3.89. Probably gonna hit $4 now. Not too far in the future here. My van gets about 20 miles a gallon. So, you know, at $4 a gallon, Well, it's $3.89, but just say $4. It takes me, the nursing home is about 20 miles from my house. So it's a gallon up and a gallon back. So that's $8 just a trip to Du Bois to see my mother. Not counting the wear and tear of a vehicle and stuff. Let's see what they got here for gas. We have $3.89. It went from $3.59 to $3.89 overnight last week one day. I heard Pinball this morning say, I forget what he said gas was. He was going bowling. And he said it was $3.09 when he went bowling, and I think he said when he came home it was $3.39. So it went up that much over a period of a couple hours. Well, with all the trouble we're having in the Gulf, not the Gulf, but the Ukraine and Israel and Yemen and all that, the fact that we're not drilling and getting our own oil, which is ridiculous, we should be. Anyway, it's not looking good, is what I'm trying to say. So, get prepared. Buy some extra food when you can. Put some away. If you can get a gas can filled up, 5-gallon gas can or something, at least fill it up and put it in the garage or out on your porch or something, in case you need it. The solar eclipse yesterday was a flop around here. It didn't do anything. It got slightly dark around 1 o'clock, I think. Like you're going to have a storm or something. But, not very dark. Just darker than normal for that time of day. For maybe, I don't know, half an hour. And then it just went back to being bright again. We had cloud cover. We couldn't even see the sun. So we didn't get anything from that solar eclipse. I actually thought about driving to Erie. Erie would be about 2.5 hours away. I got up and I thought, well, why not? 2.5 hour drive, that's not bad. Sit around for a few hours, drive home. But it all come down to being broke, so I didn't have enough money scraped up to do that. Erie was supposedly in the zone of total eclipse, but I didn't hear anything about how it went up that way. Anyway, that's over with. So one thing after another, get ready for the next, what do they call it? Anyway, yeah, pretty light traffic here in Du Bois. This is 1:45. So everybody's at work. Walmart parking lot's packed. Well, we're almost getting there. See that sign there, Luigi's Restaurant? Well, that's a good place. They have good food there, but they don't have any parking. You have to park. The parking lot is like, I don't know, 100 feet away from the business, which doesn't sound like much, but that's a lot for my back. Gas is $3.89 here at Sheets too. $4.59 for diesel. Bet you're glad you bought a diesel car, huh? No electric. The only electric car chargers I know here in Du Bois is Walmart back there. And if you go about 7 miles in the direction we're heading right now, Falls Creek Sheets, I think, has some. But as far as I know, that's it for Du Bois. We don't have any in Penfield. So I don't know. It wouldn't be a good idea to have an electric car where I live. I wouldn't want one anyway. But I see them around once in a while. If you lived in town here, it'd be okay, but I don't really see any. I don't see any money savings, and I don't see any good to the environment by having an electric car. You're still burning coal to get electric. The cost of getting them fixed is outrageous. I don't see much good about it. Anyway, that's my opinion. 21 minutes. You guys said you liked long videos. We're getting to the nursing home. This is the same old.
Incoming call. Press Uconnect phone button to answer.
I don't want to answer the phone.
Call rejected.
Ignore the phone. There's a Harley shop. Lots of motorcycles out today. I mean, at least they're in the parking lot. I've seen a few on the highway. Would be a nice day to take a motorcycle ride. I always loved motorcycles. My last motorcycle was a Yamaha 1100. And I bought it new in 2000. And I think it was 2008 when I started having back troubles. I had to sell it. I couldn't ride it anymore. And I needed money because I didn't have any insurance at the time. And I haven't had a motorcycle since. I think about it often. I started riding when I was a little kid, probably 5 or 6 years old. And I always had motorcycles. But I can't ride anymore. Not only that, but the traffic is so crazy anymore. I don't even know if I would want to ride on the highway. It would be nice to have a little dirt bike that I could take out on a dirt road, so I like that. But still, my back, you know. Motorcycles and bad backs don't go together. I like riding on my lawnmower too, cutting grass. I like to cut grass on my riding lawnmower. But the seat is comfortable on my back, but the bumps and stuff, you know, they don't have any suspension. My front yard is fairly smooth, but my backyard's pretty bumpy. I'm not even sure I'll cut all of my backyard this year. I might slow down and I might not cut all that back there. At least not all the time. Maybe once in a while. Actually, it would be good for the wildlife if I didn't cut so much of it. haven't seen any deer or elk for quite a while. But then again, I haven't been sitting on the porch either. But the other day I sat out there, I got my binoculars out, was watching birds. Got some birds coming back. I used to feed the birds, and I took the bird feeders down because I had trouble with the bear and the elk. They would get into my bird feeder. And that bird food is expensive. So I took them down, and I haven't fed the birds for a couple of years. But I think I'm going to try it again this year. See what happens. If they get into it, then I'll quit. But I used to like to sit out and watch the birds. I do put out a hummingbird feeder though. Always put out a hummingbird feeder. In fact, I should get that ready. I should get it ready right now because I think now is about the time. April, I think I usually put it out the 1st of May. Put the feeder out the 1st of May. That's an idea. When I get home, I'll have to make some sugar water and put the hummingbird feeder out. Always kind of a lot to do in the springtime, clean up and yard work. And I enjoy it as long as I can get through it with my back. That just ruins everything, my back. Just, you guys know how it is. I know you got lots of aches and pains too. A lot of you. You know, your brain wants to work, but your body, you want to have fun, but you can't. Anyway, here we are at the nursing home. You see, it's quite a ride. We're in 27 minutes right now. So, I didn't really actually check the miles to here, but I left the house, went about 4 or 5 miles, pulled over and put the camera up here. So, 28 minutes right now to get in the parking lot. So I'm going to go over here and park and go in and see what's going on. I think my brother's here. God only knows who else. So here we are. Guys, take care. Stay frosty.